Hello and welcome to my very first tier ranking video. I'm going to be tier ranking all of these Zelda games that I've played. Some of these may be slightly controversial, but we shall see. So, starting with the left here, which is Ocarina of Time, I'm going to go ahead and say, controversially, here, this is, it's between C and D. Now, you might think, why C and D? Because, well, I feel like this game never kind of appealed to me. I know I was born in a different generation from this game coming out, so yeah, it's probably why. It just felt very clunky to play, but I can respect it for its historical impact. So I'm going to put it at C, because a high C, because putting it in D sounds unfair. I don't think any of these games will be in D. I'm going to be honest. So the next one is Link to the Past. This is immediately A tier because this fucking soundtrack is just top tier. Like, I love the soundtrack for this game. I think it's possibly one of the best Zelda games ever made. The art style as well is also beautiful. So that is my ranking for that game. Now, the next game is one of my favourites. I think my favourite Zelda game of all time. It might even be my favourite game of all time, arguably. The Minish Cap, which, no surprise, is going in S. Surprise, surprise. Am I right? It's just so much fun. I love it. It's the best of the best in Zelda, in my opinion. People seem to hate it or love it. You know, it's all games are divisive in their own way. So the next is Skyward Sword. Now, I did play this on the remake, the HD remake for the Switch. So I haven't played the original one, and I played it with yeah, I think I played without motion controls, because fucking I hate motion controls. They are the worst thing. So, purely based on that, C, because of the motion controls, it's an okay game, but some parts made you, I think, even on the Switch, made you use motion controls, which I never have liked, and I think it's massively, massively gimmicky, and it's just, annoying. So, yeah. Next game in the series, well, next game in the lineup here, Breath of the Wild. Now, that's an interesting one. This was my very first Zelda game ever, and probably was many people's first Zelda games. So I'm gonna say solid A tier. I think, yeah, solid A tier. Higher than Link to the Past, just because, again, it's a brilliant game. It's Zelda but open world, and honestly, brought so much for the franchise. It removed some things, like it didn't have. I don't think it really had any dungeons. It had shrines that were kind of dungeons, but it didn't really have anything amazing like that. I think the Divine Beasts were also similar to dungeons, but they weren't brilliant either. So, yeah. But honestly, the rest of it was perfect. Just perfect. Now, Link's Awakening. This is the Switch remake, which I could put the original on here, but the original one is less good. So, I also haven't finished the original one, I don't think, fully. I finished this one, fully, to completion. So I'm going to go ahead and say, ooh, this is a tough one, because I love it, but also I had issues just with it in general. Then again, I had issues with it because it was on the original Switch, and the original Switch ran it like arse. So that's probably why I think the Switch 2 runs it a bit better, and a bit more of a solid frame rate. So for that, I'm going to say B tier, because it's not bad. It's better than Link to the Past and Skyward Sword by a long shot. And now we're moving on to the last two games, which is Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom is immediately going to be an S tier, because people might be confused by that, because it's I don't know, people seem to not like it compared to Breath of the Wild, but as a sequel game, it's brilliant. It brings so many new things, albeit, you know, there's no Guardians, which I actually quite like, because fucking had Guardians annoying, and the sound effect they made, yeah, they made me scream when I first played this. So yeah, that's that. And finally, Echoes of Wisdom. I think the most recent Zelda mainline Zelda game. There is Hyrule Warriors, but I don't really count that, because I've not played any of those games, and they feel a bit repetitive to me from what I've seen and heard reviews of. So yeah, this is the most recent, up-to-date, proper Zelda, or The Legend of Zelda game. and I played this to its completion, and honestly, memory serves me right, I'm going to put this probably here. Actually, no, you know what, I'm playing on mine, I'm going to put it here, because it's in A tier, because it's fun. You know, it's a fun game. It's got a cute, quirky design that Link's Awakening remake had. The same like engine I think was used. So it's probably easier for them to make, but also it just had a consistency I quite liked. And also you played as Zelda for once. It literally was The Legend of Zelda. It's The Legend of yourself. So, you know, bonus points are there. You actually saved Link in that game, which is really fun. So yeah, that is my ranking. Obviously, I could go back and do another video where I do all of the Zelda games, which there are a fuck ton. You know, if we're counting even the Hyrule Warrior ones and spin-off games and blah, blah, blah. If we're counting those games, there'll be a fuck ton. Okay? I may have even missed a few that I've played. There's just so many games. But these are the top ones that I could think of, and I have been ranked appropriately. Don't kill me in the comments. Okay. That is the end of the video. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.